Arusha National Park, Tanzania is the closest Tanzania national park to the northern safari capital of the Republic of Tanzania, Arusha Town. Arusha National Park is a little gem of 552 square kilometers, comprising of diverse topography and amazing wildlife species. From the rugged peaks of Mount Meru to the marshy depths of the Ngurdoto Crater from where warthogs wallow, and the montane forests filled with monkey species, the park is a true little gem worth visiting. You shall be amazed at the abundance of giraffes and zebras seen grazing at the grassy hills of Arusha National Park. Arusha National Park is a popular day trip destination for those travelers with limited time to spare while in Arusha, or do not want to travel long distances to spot a variety of wildlife and enjoy a typical African safari experience in Tanzania. Arusha National Park does not complete the list of the Big Five in its confines, but is a rewarding wildlife safari destination in Tanzania. For the wildlife in Arusha National Park, say dik-dik, monkeys, giraffes, zebras, and so much more. Animals in Arusha National Park are one of the reason that travelers do include the park as one to be visited while on a northern Tanzania wildlife safari. There are a number of animal species in Arusha National Park that travelers can spot while on a wild game drive or walking safari in Arusha National Park, say buffaloes, giraffes, zebras, hippos, warthogs, water bucks, dik-diks, reed bucks, elephants, red duikers, bush pigs, black and white colobus monkeys, among others. Big cats like spotted hyenas and leopards can be sighted along the slopes of Mount Meru. The forest areas of Arusha National Park has a number of primates including blue monkeys and black and white colobus monkeys. Schools of zebras, giraffes, and buffaloes can be spotted in the small savanna area commonly known as Serengeti Ndogo, which simply translates to Little Serengeti. Arusha National Park has over 400 bird species all recorded in the park, which travelers can spot with birding safaris in Tanzania. Among the various species of birds in the park include bar-tailed trogons, auger buzzards, Verreaux's eagles, silver-cheeked hornbills, African fish eagles, Egyptian goose, red-tailed teals, Cape teals, little grebe, African olive pigeon, golden eagles, crowned eagles, African paradise flycatchers, hamerko, and African jacanaws, among so many others. Mount Meru is Tanzania's second highest mountain, after the great Mount Kilimanjaro, which can actually be seen on a clear day while in Arusha National Park. Mount Meru is a volcanic cone with a crater at the top, situated east of the Great Rift Valley in the park. Mount Meru is one of the best mountains one can choose to enjoy mountain climbing safaris in Tanzania. Mount Meru gives great hikes and amazing views. You shall chance to spot a number of wildlife including buffaloes, giraffes, and if lucky the leopard. Ngurdoto Crater stretches about 3 kilometers across and has steep sides and grassland. The Ngurdoto Crater has great viewpoints from where travelers can stand and spot a number of wildlife including warthogs and buffaloes grazing and wallowing. The scenery and landscape views are also great while at the Ngurdoto Crater viewing points. Arusha National Park has 7 alkaline lakes, all located in the northeastern part of the park. Each of the 7 Momella Lakes has a different brilliant color, and are a good habit of birds, especially the pink flamingos as well as African jacanaws, Egyptian geese, guinea fowls, among others. The park provides classic game drive experiences for wildlife safari travelers. Game drives in Arusha National Park take travelers through tracks from where they shall marvel at the abundant wild game including large schools of zebras, giraffes, and so many more. The most appealing route is the Park Road, which takes travelers to the Ngurdoto Crater and the Momella Lakes immersed with a variety of wildlife. Game drives usually take up to 4 hours or more, depending on the traveler's preferences, and can be done all throughout the day. Mount Meru gives great hiking or mountain climbing experiences to travelers who do dare to conquer it. At 4566 m above sea level, Mount Meru is the second highest mountain in Tanzania, after the Great Kilimanjaro, which adventurous travelers can climb for an adventure. Travelers shall enjoy great views and encounter a variety of wildlife and plant species during your hiking adventure. Climbing Mount Meru is done in the guidance of guides, and there are porters who you can hire to assist you during your hike. Walking safaris in Arusha National Park are allowed for the fact that there are less predators in the park than in most Tanzania national parks. Walking safaris give travelers an opportunity to walk on foot in the wilderness and get up close to the wild game. The Buffalo Glade area shall reward travelers with the most amazingly scenic and memorable walking safari experiences in the park. The area is filled with a variety of wild game as well as bushes and streams which all complement each other. With over 400 bird species in Arusha National Park, this is one of the best places to enjoy bird watching activities in Tanzania. Travelers shall spot a variety of birds like the beautiful pink flamingos among so many other Arusha National Park birds. A scenic canoeing safari in Arusha National Park has travelers enjoying the nature and wildlife of Arusha National Park. Canoeing safaris can be done on the Momella Lakes in the park. While on a canoeing in Arusha National Park experience, travelers can encounter wild game like buffaloes, bush bucks, giraffes, storks, hippos, giant kingfishers, among so many others. Also for the fact that most parts of the Arusha National Park are of savanna vegetation, and there are lesser predators in the park, horseback safaris can take place in the park. Have an opportunity to ride along with or chase the wind with a horseback safari in the park, in the wilderness and get to watch the wild game just near you. Horseback safaris can take from 5 to 7 hours, taking travelers through some scenic and hidden trails and be rewarded with sightings of large crowds of wild game. Arusha National Park is easily reached, having travelers only spend about 40 minutes drive from Arusha, which is only 35 kilometers away. The park is near the Kenyan border, and is only 58 kilometers from Moshi and 35 kilometers from Kilimanjaro International Airport. The best time to visit the park is all year through, for as long as you do have time for a Tanzania safari experience. The dry season is however the best time for perfect game viewing and Tanzania wildlife safaris. Arusha National Park covers Mount Meru, a prominent volcano with an elevation of 4,566 m, in the Arusha region of northeastern Tanzania. The park is small but varied with spectacular landscapes in 3 distinct areas. In the west, the Meru crater funnels the Ngurdoto River, the peak of Mount Meru lies on its rim. Ngurdoto Crater in the southeast is grassland. The shallow alkaline Momella Lakes in the northeast have varying algal colors and are known for their wading birds. Mount Meru is the second highest peak in Tanzania after Mount Kilimanjaro, which is just 60 kilometers away and forms a backdrop to views from the park to the east. Arusha National Park lies on a 300-kilometer axis of Africa's most famous national parks, running from Serengeti and Ngorongoro Crater in the west to Kilimanjaro National Park in the east. The park is just a few kilometers northeast of Arusha, though the main gate is 25 kilometers east of the city. It is also 58 kilometers from Moshi and 35 kilometers from Kilimanjaro International Airport, Kia. Arusha National Park has a rich variety of wildlife, but visitors shouldn't expect the same game viewing experience they find in other national parks of Tanzania's northern circuit. Despite the small size of the park, common animals include giraffe, Cape buffalo, zebra, warthog, the black and white colobus monkey, the blue monkey, flamingo, elephant, bushbuck, and many other African animals. Leopard populations are present, but rarely seen. Bird life in the forest is prolific, with many forest species more easily seen here than elsewhere on the tourist route. Narana trogon and bar-tailed trogon are both possible highlights for visiting birders, whilst the range of starling species provides somewhat less gaudy interest. Arusha National Park is located in the northern part of Tanzania, not too far south from the border of Kenya and just outside the city of Arusha. The national park encompasses an area of 53 square miles, 137 square kilometers, making it one of the smaller national parks of both Tanzania and the continent of Africa. Some people consider this a sister park to Kilimanjaro, which is just east of Arusha National Park. It is common for visitors to visit both parks, particularly those who have an affinity for mountains. Mount Meru is the second tallest mountain in Tanzania after Mount Kilimanjaro. Meru reaches a peak of 14,968 feet, 4,562 m, which is actually quite a bit shorter than Kilimanjaro. On clear days you can see either mountain from the other. Mount Meru is a dormant stratovolcano and it is the fifth tallest mountain in Africa. Although the park is small for national park standards, it is diverse with facets of nature. There are three unique areas in the park. The Meru crater is located in the western part of the park and it provides runoff into the Ngurdoto River. The summit is located atop the rim of the crater. Ngurdoto Crater is located in the southeastern part of the park which features a rich grassland ecosystem. The northeastern part of the park gives way to the Momella Lakes which is a haven for birds who come to take advantage of the growing algae in the lakes. The surrounding forest at the base of the mountain is home to varied wildlife and an abundance of birds. There are around 400 species of birds which makes this park a birdwatcher's paradise. Other wildlife includes black and white colobus monkey, buffalo, bushbuck, elephant, warthog, and zebra. The elusive leopard is present but hard to find. Arusha National Park is often overshadowed by the neighboring Kilimanjaro National Park, Ngorongoro Conservation Area, and the magnificent Serengeti National Park. Mount Meru is the second tallest mountain in Tanzania and fifth tallest in Africa. It serves as the pinnacle attraction and highlight of the park. Nature enthusiasts will appreciate getting to experience the different ecosystems that are found within this small park. The majority of people visiting Arusha are there to trek up the mountain. This is an opportunity to engage the mountain, varied nature elements, and views of the wilderness below the mountain summit. Climbing Mount Meru is one of the leading attractions and draws to the park. The Momella route starts at the gate located on the eastern side of the mountain. This is the route used to climb the mountain. The best time to climb occurs between June and February, with December through February offering the best chances to see Mount Kilimanjaro uncovered from the clouds. The Momella route routinely takes 4 days traveling a distance of 11.8 miles, 19 kilometers, however, there is a shorter more direct ascent that takes 3 days and travels a distance of 8.7 miles, 14 kilometers. The longer route is more common, allowing for better acclimatization and a little less strenuous. You will travel through montane forest, moorland, and then alpine desert before returning back down. Arusha National Park was created to celebrate and protect the second tallest mountain in Tanzania as well as the habitat that surrounds the mountain, which is home to the colobus monkey and many other wildlife species. The national park is just outside the city of Arusha, creating a tremendous wilderness escape for the citizens. The government established the protected area to ensure the future generations would be able to experience and celebrate the astounding mountain and exquisite wilderness. Situated just a short drive from Arusha and Moshi, Arusha National Park is one of Tanzania's most convenient parks and is a fantastic destination for a day trip and makes for a great beginning or end to any Tanzanian itinerary. Arusha National Park hosts a wide variety of landscapes, ranging from vast savanna and rainforest through to acacia woodlands and up to alpine vegetation on the higher reaches of Mount Meru. At just over 200 square miles, Arusha National Park has great wildlife densities, and it is home to the world's largest population of giraffe. Cape buffalo, elephants, hippos, zebra are found here in abundance, and the occasional lion and leopard can also be sighted on a game drive. Some great activities at Arusha National Park include game driving, canoeing, hiking Mount Meru, and walking safaris. It is one of the few national parks in Tanzania where you can go on walking safaris. Walking safaris are a great alternative to the traditional safari experience, and over the last year national park authorities have allowed walking safaris to take place in other parks on the northern safari circuit such as Tarangire National Park, Lake Manyara, and some fringe concessions on the edge of the Serengeti National Park. Located just a short drive from Arusha Town, lies the national park that bears the same name. Arusha National Park is the most accessible national park of the northern circuit in Tanzania and the perfect place for a day trip or as the first or last stop on a longer itinerary. At just 552 square kilometers, Arusha NP is a small park with a lot to see. Arusha National Park is divided between 3 districts: Momella Lakes, Mount Meru and the Ngurdoto Crater. Depending on the time of year, you can spot thousands of flamingos at Momella Lakes, who migrate between Lake Manyara and here. Within these districts, Arusha NP boasts a broad variety of landscapes, ranging from open savanna through acacia scrubland to rainforest and, eventually, to alpine conditions on the higher reaches of Mt. Meru. With diverse wildlife that includes herbivores such as elephants, hippos, buffalo, zebra, and even the occasional wildebeest, Arusha National Park is also a perfect place to get out and stretch your legs, with both walking safaris and canoe safaris available within the park. The national park is also home to the world's largest population of giraffes, making it a great place to visit for fans of these long-necked, beautiful animals. Arusha National Park is the closest park to the town with the similar name. It is a popular destination for day trip visitors who are about to embark from the town of Arusha on longer northern circuit safaris. Arusha National Park is an interesting park to look at both for safari enthusiasts and climbers, as it lies at the foot of Mt. Kilimanjaro's little brother, Mt. Meru. Since it's so close to the city, predators are rarely spotted. Lions have moved elsewhere and leopards can easily hide in the bushes. Thank you for watching this video.